Thank you, friends and family, for gathering today to pay tribute to one of our own. Jasper Allabel, age 69, in real life of Wheeler, Michigan, passed away November 13th, 2020. He was born September 11th, 1951, in Haskell, Texas. On April 19th, 1975, he married and was blessed a union of 45 years. He was a member of the Wheeler Free Methodist Church. Jasper Allabel retired as a material coordinator in 2006 from BOC General Motors after 30 years of service. He enjoyed his canine companions and the outdoors, especially mowing lawns, golfing, and fishing. Jasper Allabel is survived by his wife, 3 sons, 7 siblings, and many nieces and nephews. He was preceded in death by his parents, a grandson, and 4 siblings. Today I'm going to give a slightly amended, but I'm going to recite the eulogy that he was given for his real-life funeral service. My father, Jasper Allabel, is part of an immediate family numbering 19 strong. This group consists of his parents, 11 siblings, a wife, 3 sons, and a grandson. My father was an awesome man, and in my own eye at least, a great father and dad. Many today have spoken of him having a heart of gold or mischievous humor, and in some instances, an iron will or resolve. My dear mother has attributed these traits to myself when claiming he and I are too far alike as reasons we did not seemingly get along at times. I believe today I can explain this to my father as much as I can explain myself. For you see, Jasper Allabel, a heart of gold, devotion to things, devout Christianity, his love of fishing and hunting, being outdoors, or with friends and family came from one place: family. Over the years, he would often repeat certain lessons to my brothers and I. Family, it came first no matter what. Because in the end, it is all you have. Not just the physical, but the metaphysical and emotional bonds that should and must exist. Loyalty, familial loyalty, was a very strong trait of my father. Compassion. He despised fighting amongst my brothers and I, and amongst the family at all. Despite his lack of formal education, he had a wisdom that was sharp as a tack. Many a time I have witnessed him rescind or doubly support a decision he made after hours or even days of contemplation. He always gave explanation for his actions and freely forgave others all the time. Which brought my thoughts to the next best part of my father: honesty. Your word is your bond. It affects you, and as a man, reflects on your family name. He said this so many times, I could never hope to count them all. Family. Again, you would not lie, cheat, or destroy your siblings or family. So why do that to others? Never know when you might need something or someone. So be honest in your dealings and treat everyone the same. We are all human, and we are all God's children. He made sure to drill that into my brothers and my hearts and souls over the years. And then comes duty, responsibility, words of the same coin, at least to him. Take care of yourself so you can take care of your brothers, so you can take care of your mother. You are stronger together than apart. Never turn your back on family. Visit them often. When they ask for help, then help them. If you need them, ask them. Your family is much larger than you realize. These are things that he often said to us in his final days. These last couple of years were especially trying as the family adapted and assisted with my father's situation as best we could manage. More often than not, in the late hours of the night, my predominant waking hours, we had small talks, or rather, he talked and I listened. It was his duty, his responsibility to ensure my mother was well off when he went, the proper house, income, his dogs, my brothers and I, even my cats as much as he disliked the little fur balls. But we discussed health and decisions and politics, and how I had to be ready to replace him. I can never replace you, Dad. Besides, I'm not ready for you to go yet, I often said. In various ways, his reply was the same. You need to get ready. Mom will be the boss, but you are the oldest, and you are next when this old king fails. His duty, responsibility to family. He despised being what he called a burden on the family. It pained him not being able to travel and what he saw his siblings needing him. It pained him to have to rely on us for things he could no longer do unassisted. And it was painful for us to see the tears come forth from this great oak, this soaring eagle of the sky that was my proud father. Especially for me, as I spent those many nights listening to his quiet speech. On November 12th, he made sure to call each of us, my mother, my brothers, and myself from the hospital. I believe each of us he gave a unique message, his way of saying goodbye, that none of us picked up on as being so. His last words to me was to tell me, I love you, son. My father was an avid gamer, an honest and compassionate man, a loving husband, and thou strict, a compassionate and devout father. I can only hope that I and my brothers have lived and shall continue to live up to the legacy of loyalty, honesty, compassion, and duty you drilled into us whenever time permitted. Your hardships are over. May you bask in God's light. I shall love you and miss you, Dad. Rest in peace. Now, once these other fireworks have cleared, we do have an honor guard, and the honor guard will lead us into the Capsuleer prayer, along with a gun salute for the fallen.
Eyes forward, Capsuleer. The Sino is not yet lit. Consider your modules, your rigs, and ammo before you undock, for the Sino is not yet lit. Set your ship to fly through the vastness while you wait, for the Sino is not yet lit. Pay attention, Capsuleer. For those who have gone before you, call for you to join them. Now the Sino is lit.
This concludes our service for Van Kalen. We will be reassembling the fleet at the NPC station here in Van Kalen. For those that wish to still remain in that fleet or join the fleet will be transporting the deceased to the Molia Cemetery in game, where we will inter the body. I thank you all that did appear for coming.
That was a nice service. Well done. What's this Gravio's doing? Are we talking or hanging out?
Stand by.
Roger.
Alright, if you're docked up in the station, please undock.
Why do I not see it in my overview?
Drive active.
It doesn't show on the overview.
Warp the fleet to the site.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they still have the pause here. Cool.
If anybody missed the fleet warp, you can warp on Max Deveron. I forgot, I gotta be 5,000 meters from the structure. Stand by. As this is anchoring, Jasper, I'm going to lead us into a couple of prayers. Jasper was Galante, so I'm going to begin with the Galante prayer. Our drones, whom art in thy bay, hammered be thy name. Thy pew pew to come, potting will be done in 0.0 as it is in Gruthes. Give us this day our daily gank, and forgive us our smack, as we forgive those who smack against us. And lead us not into Jitta, but deliver us Tech 2 BPOs. For Eve is thy kingdom, thy power grid, and thy CPU are key. Forever and ever, pew pew. And then to also follow with EVE Online traditions, I'm going to combine two scriptures from the Amar scriptures as a single prayer, a final prayer for the deceased. As we consign his spirit to the higher upper reaches of the heavens. Book of Reclaim. I'll be reading from the Book of the Reclaiming 445 and Book 1 verses 1-4. In the beginning, all things were as one. God parted them and breathed life into his creation, divided the parts and gave each its place, and unto each bestowed purpose. Only through many hardships is a man stripped to his very foundations, and in such a state, devoid of distractions, his soul is free to soar, and in this he is closest to God. If anybody wishes to bestow salutations, you may do so now. And this concludes our services.